Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a love reading for you all. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. If you want to order any of my services, whether it's your own tarot session over the phone with me, 30 minutes or 1 hour sessions, you can always email me to book your session. Or any of my other services, whether you're ordering my personal cards that I have created, my book, my hair or body oils, my ancestors' money, my t-shirts, or whatever I create here, my miniature altars. You can always shoot me an email. Let's jump in. So what do you need to know concerning love at this time? This message may or may not resonate with you. I have a lot of messages on my channel that you can reference, and you can also go to my other channel and subscribe. That is my main channel over there. Shavi Zane Tarot Investigator is my main channel. That is where I do a lot of different readings on many different subjects. So the only one that I don't cover there is love. So feel free to go over there and subscribe to get other messages. The Knight of Wands is here, okay? So this could be someone coming towards you. I have the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, okay? I got the High Priestess and the Lovers. Lots of major arcana coming through. All right, so it could be that you have a very spiritual connection with someone. You could kind of intuitively pick up on one another's energy. Whether you're dealing with this person directly or you haven't met them yet, you can probably sense that someone is coming into your energy very soon. So I can see you're gravitating towards one another. You're drawing someone towards you, or you are being drawn towards them. I feel like you're being drawn towards one another. Very strong bond, divinely guided. Okay, we have Cupid's arrow up here. So for some of you, you could have spent the Valentine's Day with one another if you celebrate. For others of you, this is like you could have met around Valentine's Day, but I'm definitely picking up on this energy of very strong bond, two people that are able to be very transparent and vulnerable with one another, not feeling the need to hide your energy. It's something very spiritual about this. You could be very spiritual yourself. Some of you actually do spiritual work for others. You might be a high priest or a high priestess. But in other cases, I can just see that you are highly spiritual and you're very tapped in, very tuned in to this person's energy. So I can see you are drawing this person closer to you. For some of you, there's a gift of telepathic communication, okay? Everybody can't tap in that way. But if you are already connected to this person, you might feel that when you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. When you're picking up the phone to call them, they're doing the same thing. When you are ready to text them, they're texting you, or they're like, wow, I just thought about you. It's that type of energy where it's very palpable. So I have the Two of Cups is also here. And then the Three of Swords. So I'm picking up that there could be two sets of energies here. Somebody could have another person. Or there could be an energy where, because this Two of Cups did come out in the reverse, mind you, with the Three of Swords, it can mean that one connection has to be put to rest in order for another one to come together. Okay? So I can see where, yeah, the Temperance card is in a reverse. And the Eight of Swords is in reverse. Somebody could be freeing themselves from an unhealthy connection to move towards one that's more healthy. It's almost like freeing themselves from this unhealthy connection puts them on the right vibrational frequency to come into union with a very divine connection. Okay? Soulmate energy. Someone could be running impatient at this point. They're starting to gain clarity. They're starting to see things much more clearly about a situation that may not be the healthiest here with the Three of Swords. They might know that they have to break somebody's heart. Five of Cups, okay? Somebody has to be left out in the cold because there's a lot of changes. I feel like they're starting to see things from a totally different perspective. They are finding that this connection throws them off balance emotionally. And I feel like they're tired of focusing in on what's no longer available in an unhealthy connection and ignoring the opportunity of a emotionally compatible union. This could be someone moving in silence as well with the High Priestess here. They could be receiving spiritual messages that's letting them know that there is another connection that's actually more in alignment with them and that something is going to have to be put to rest here. Let me see. How is this connection going to come to a close then? If it's not them walking away from a romantic union, they could be putting to rest the unhealthy family dynamic or unhealthy friendships, something that's not serving them emotionally anymore, in order to be on the right frequency. Okay, so the Queen of Cups and the Magician, there's this energy of manifesting one another through the heart chakra. Okay, it's like someone has been setting their intentions. They could be doing water alchemy to set their intentions to heal their heart chakra. There's a cleansing, there's a purging that's happening. There's self-love is actually shifting the energy and allowing, this is deep. I'm picking up that what's happening is, let's just say there's one person. I'm just going to use an example. This may not be the case for everybody, but let's just say there's a high priestess here, which we do have the high priestess here, right? Let's say you are the high priestess. So you are highly spiritual. You are doing the work. You are operating from self-love. You're healing yourself, like you just feel good internally, right? Let's just say your divine partner is in an unhealthy connection. It's almost giving this energy that the more that you practice self-love, the more fulfillment that you have internally, the more that you manifest becoming the better version of yourself and opening up your heart chakra to love and being vulnerable and transparent in love and attracting your divine partner. You're not putting a name on it. You're just putting the energy out into the universe that this is what you want to call in with the Magician and the Queen of Cups. You want somebody that loves you unconditionally, but also has self-love, someone who is healed, someone who is transparent and emotionally available, and all of these things. And you are also manifesting that you are becoming exactly that. It's almost like that energy that you're putting out into the ethers is finding your person, even though they find themselves in an unhealthy relationship dynamic that's no longer serving them emotionally with the Two of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords. It's almost like you putting that energy out into the universe. They can feel it. Intuitively, they can feel that something else is pulling them in a different direction, away from the karmic connection and towards something more balanced. They may not even understand what it is that they're being drawn towards, right? Because if you haven't met this person, they may not understand it. If you have met this person, it could be that now they're starting to think about you a lot more. Now they're starting to appreciate your presence a lot more. And they're starting to see that the unhealthy connection is just not where they belong. So the Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which is a brand new opportunity that's being offered to them. Ten of Swords, but they also recognize that somebody has to get hurt here. And I feel like they're starting to realize that there's a new pathway that's being carved for them, a new pathway that's opening up to them, new opportunities that's being handed to them, because I feel like your person has also been praying. The Ten of Swords could be multiple betrayals, right? Being betrayed by whoever they have dealt with time and time and time again. Like I said, take this how it resonates, because this could be flipped. They've dealt with this time and time again. But the tens also indicate endings in preparation for new beginnings. So I feel that just by simply opening up your heart chakra and healing and finding that self-love and manifesting a reciprocal energy to come into your life, is actually disrupting karmic connections and making people see that this is not what they want. So your person, yeah, look at that. Ten of Wands is in a reverse. They're ready to drop something with someone who could be very cold-hearted, very malicious, maybe disrespectful in the way that they communicate. They could have dealt with a liar, Ten of Wands in reverse, like they used to carry this load, but now they see the value in letting it go. They tired of carrying it, okay? So after the Ten of Wands is the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning. So there's this spark, there's this fire in their belly that's igniting this sense of excitement that says there's something greater out there, right? And for some of you, like I said, it could be calling their energy towards you if they've already met you. But if they have not, then it's calling them away from unhealthy connections so that eventually they can do the work to heal and get on the right frequency to be ready for you specifically. So the Eight of Pentacles is here. This is putting in the effort here. Wow, the Ten of Pentacles right behind the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel what's going to happen is this person is going to end up redirecting their focus, right? They're going to end up seeing that, okay, they've poured too much of their emotions into something that was not really as balanced as they hoped that it would be. They're going to end up seeing that the multiple betrayals may resurface. Okay, this energy could come back around, but they're going to see the value in releasing themselves from something where they might have felt trapped, but they actually were not trapped, right? This is self-imposed entrapment where they was under the illusion that they couldn't get out of their situation for a long time. But they're going to start to see that they do have an outlet, okay? There is a way out after they release the burden of carrying the load in that karmic connection. So what's going to happen is they're going to redirect their focus and they're going to start working on things that brings them joy, mastering particular skills. But they don't realize that they are actually preparing for something greater. They're looking at, okay, I'm going to drop the burden of really caring. That's what I'm picking up. It's like they stop caring about whether or not that unhealthy connection actually works out, because they start to pour that love and care into their vision. And what happens, let me see what happens after this, because they're redirecting their focus, creating more wealth and abundance for themselves, finding happiness and passion in their creative ideas. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. So once they redirect their focus, the Wheel of Fortune brings about major change and the Death card brings about endings. So the unhealthy connection comes to an end and they're able to more readily accept the ending of this connection because they know that it's destined for things to change, right? And so let me see, how does this impact their connection with you directly? So once this is put to rest, the unhealthy connection is put to rest, the Four of Cups is here. They end up taking some time out to recalibrate their energy, right? I'm picking up hermit mode with this one because they're meditating. Even though it's the Four of Cups, they're not focused on the spilled cups. Their back is actually turned to the spilled, or to the cups that no longer serve them, right? Their back is turned. They're actually facing the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new beginning in love. So they begin to open up their heart more. So now they're preparing to get on the right frequency, because remember, meantime, you are over here. This is you. You have the cup in your hand, right? You've learned how to balance your energy. You've practiced self-love. You're manifesting through your thoughts. You're manifesting through the love frequency. You are attracting divine unions through the love frequency. Your person has not yet taken a hold of the cup. So after they close out this cycle, right, this is a permanent ending. They close out this chapter with the person from the past that wasn't the healthiest for them. They go into a state of meditation. They go into a state of healing, balancing, recalibrating their energy, and they are looking at the Ace of Cups, right? They are, let me see, entertaining the idea when it comes to moving towards new love. So let me see what happens after they balance out their energy when it comes to you. Okay, the Six of Pentacles is here. The Six of Pentacles is like this energy of preparing to be in a reciprocal relationship. It's like saying they know what they want, but they also know what they're prepared to give. So they are more readily able to connect on a 3D level, right? Where it's you and them reciprocating, equal give and take. If you call them, they're answering. If they call you, you're answering. If they reach out, it's a reciprocal energy. If you come see them, they're coming to see you, giving and taking in a lot of different ways. They're now in alignment and ready. Let me see. So this is a process, okay? This is not an overnight thing. Sometimes when I have readings like this where there's stages to the shifts, it could take a year. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you have to wait for a year, but it could take a year It could take 6 months. It could take 3 months. However long it takes, just know that things are definitely shifting when it comes to your love life in order for you to attract this person. So once they have balanced out their energy, they're ready to be in a reciprocal relationship, here they come. There's the offer, the Knight of Cups. Coming in, it's a step up from the page. So they're not coming in with a small gesture. They're coming in with a very clear gesture, right? Their head is clear. They're up, ready to take action, ready to come towards you. Let's just see. And then we have the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they had enough time to think about things, right? They had enough time to look at things from a different perspective and to recognize how much time and effort they put into maybe past situations. They're able to recognize what it's going to take for them to grow a new connection with you. I feel like, or for some of you, if you've already connected with this person, they have taken time to look at the energy surrounding your connection, right? What was invested? What did you invest into it? What did they invest into it? And did it yield results? I feel like they're satisfied when they look at it, because this person is smiling when they look at the Seven of Pentacles, when they look at the results. So I feel like when they evaluate things, they're going to be like, okay, the time that we did put into this was actually, it was fruitful, right? It was something to bear from the relationship. It wasn't just all in vain, just smoke screens, smoke and mirrors type of energy. That's for those of you who have met this person before. But for others of you, if you have not met this person, then they have taken time out to investigate and to really ponder on the energy that they invested in past situations. And they're looking at the things that brought them happiness versus the things that didn't bring them so much happiness. And so it's giving them full clarity, right? They're seeing things from a different perspective. So overall, here's the Six of Cups. This is reunion. For some of you, this will be a person from the past that comes back where you have very sweet memories with this person, though. It's not giving an energy of toxicity, karmic energy. So for some of you, you might be like, well, I don't really know. I only met somebody that I talked to for a few weeks or a few months. It wasn't really toxic, but things just didn't work out. We went our separate ways, whatever the case may be. It doesn't feel karmic at all. This is sweet memories with the Six of Cups, but it's also the card of reunion. Okay, Five of Swords is here. Let me clarify the Five of Swords, because it's giving that third party energy. Five of Swords is the Strength card in the reverse. They didn't have the strength to come towards you in the past because of the third party energy that caused some sort of... This person would have come in and caused some form of an interference if they didn't. Whoever this unhealthy connection is, they might have caused some form of interference between yourself and this person. So they didn't have the strength or the courage to come towards you. It's almost like they surrendered to the person from the past in order... Let me see why. Why did they surrender to the person from the past? The Eight of Wands in the reverse. Maybe something was postponed here. The King of Cups. Wow. So we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I feel like, let me just go, the Eight of Wands in a reverse is like, maybe they felt like things was moving too fast between yourself and them. And so they put the brakes on it and returned back to the other person because it didn't require so much of their energy. Maybe dealing with you required a lot more action, a lot more responsibility, and going back to the person from the past, there was already some sort of foundation laid here with the Seven of Pentacles. So I felt like maybe it was easier. I feel like maybe it was easier for them to nurture the seeds that had already been planted and to see if it could grow into something rather than trying to put forth all of this energy to try and get things moving with you. But there's still a lot of love because this person is coming out as the King of Cups. You're coming out as the Queen of Cups. So this is a soulmate connection for sure. Obviously, the Lovers also came out. So when you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, these are two very highly intuitive people, very spiritual. And that's why I'm seeing that the telepathic communication is very strong here. So let me just see what is going to happen to cause this connection, this person to remove themselves from the unhealthy connection. What is going to happen in order to create that separation? The King of Wands, the Six of Wands in a reverse, Queen of Swords in a reverse, and the Ace of Cups is in a reverse. Okay. Somebody could end up being very much so in their ego, and it turns off the other person. They may feel like there's some dishonesty there. They may feel like there's dishonesty coming from the other person here, and that they're not receiving as much affection or not being recognized by this person anymore. They may even start to see that it's something about it that's just not progressing. The Ace of Cups in the reverse is like a lack of love, or maybe feeling drained, or feeling like, you know, things are just not progressing emotionally between them and that person. Yeah, the Nine of Swords is in the reverse. It could be that they could end up in their head a lot, but they come to that conclusion where it's like they don't want to be stressed out. They don't want to lose sleep. They don't want to overthink. The Four of Swords is in the reverse. Yeah, because at some point they do lose a lot of sleep. Feeling like the Star card here, okay, and the Fool card in the reverse, they might start to overthink or to like question, did they jump too fast into something? I don't know what this person is doing to trigger them. What is this person doing to trigger them? The Nine of Cups. Okay, so they can end up just being very self-absorbed and all about themselves, okay? And yeah, the Three of Cups is in reverse. They might end up hanging around people that's not the healthiest for them. The karmic partner could end up only thinking about themselves, hanging around unhealthy crowds. The Empress, okay? The Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. I think they're just going to start to see that they're better off just being single and focusing in on themselves, because they're going to feel that there's some form of deception, like this person is, they're being dishonest about something here. So they're going to start to value themselves enough with the Empress here to say no, okay? Knight of Swords in the reverse, yeah. Four of Wands. The Devil is in a reverse. They're going to come to that place where they realize like there's certain toxic energy that this person may still carry, and it's like they don't want that in their home, because they've been able to create a certain type of foundation for themselves, a certain amount of stability and security for themselves. And I feel like they're going to come to the conclusion that that this unhealthy connection is just not in alignment with who they've become, because as the Empress or the Emperor, they've done a lot of work. They've done a lot of soul searching, okay? I feel like they're going to start to withdraw and really look at things. They're going to hold back, probably start withholding their resources and things from this person, just to see, yeah, see, they know that they deserve an Emperor. The Empress and the Emperor go together, without a doubt, okay? I feel like they're going to start to see somebody as a King of Wands or a Queen of Wands energy. And so they're just bringing passion, but they're not bringing anything else to the table. They could be self-absorbed and maybe even, you know, wanting to be on the scene, wanting to be seen, you know. And so they're going to start to see that they need someone that's more stable, someone that's more secure, someone that's a protector, a provider, you know, a nurturer, mature is what this is giving, okay? And so I feel like the Emperor and the Empress, they start to see the value in you, okay? So it's a process that has to play out. Let me see. I'm going to get some telepathic messages. Let's just see what they want you to know. What does this person want you to know? Whether you know them directly or whether you haven't met them yet. If there is telepathic communication for those of you who are tapped in, considering that the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups are highly intuitive, that's the energy that both of you are projecting. What is it that they want you to know right now? Finances. I'm busy with work right now and it requires my attention. Okay? So they want you to know that they are very much so focused on their work. They're focused on their creative ideas. That's why I was telling you that's part of the stage. You know, one of the stages that they have to go through is to really dive deep into their work. I have painful memories. So they are, I feel like they're maybe even avoiding certain things through, you know, submerging themselves in their work right now so that they don't have to think about certain things here. What would they like you to know is worry. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? Okay. So they may be concerned about what other people will think, either if they walk away from the karmic connection or if they come towards you. They're definitely in their head. But remember, those cards about being in their head, they ended up coming out in a reverse, which shows that at some point they get to that place where they don't want to overthink anymore. They don't want to lose sleep at night. They don't want to overanalyze situations. They just want to accept it for what it is and take the necessary actions to align with what they truly desire. So let me see. Let me get that one. I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. Wow. Okay, thank you. And then I also have why. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. So this is for those of you who actually had a connection with this person. You may not be sure as to why things just switched up. So they might be asking you that question, like why. You might want to know this from them, like what happened, right? What happened? You might not have gotten the closure or the answers that you need. But somebody is ready to take the risk here. So there's going to be a time, it may not be right now, but there's going to be a time where they're ready to risk it all to come towards you. Let me see if I can get you an answer in terms of why. Because that could be you all saying why. I don't know which side it's coming from. But let me see in terms of why things shifted. If you have already met this person. Why did things shift? So I have regrets. I should have, I could have, I would have. Okay? This person does regret walking away from you, but I also feel like maybe they ended up removing themselves from their connection to you because they felt like maybe there was some things that they could have done differently in the past connection. And now they might have tried to implement those things to see like, well, is this what was needed in order to make it right? In order to have a healthy dynamic with this person? Is this what I needed to do? But I feel like there are some regrets here. Let me see. Why do things change between yourself and this person? I have ego. It's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. Okay. It might have been overwhelming. You know, they might have felt very drawn to you, very emotionally drawn to you. And it could have been a lot for them. So they blocked it out as best as they could, but I don't feel like it's really been that successful. Let me see. How do they currently feel about you? What do they want you to know in terms of how they currently feel about you? And I think that's where that card of the Eight of Pentacles, where it's talking about working and paying attention to the finances, that was another way to block out their emotions for you as well, is just dive into their work. So this says taken, I'm unavailable. See, that's why I feel like there is a third party energy where right now they can't give you that direct attention because they are connected to someone where they felt like they had regrets and felt like maybe they should have done things a little bit differently. How do they feel about you right now? I promise you. So they do want to make you particular promises here. A promise is something that you can anticipate in the future though. So I feel like they want you to know that they have a certain commitment to you in their heart. I have the card of yes. So if you have a question, the answer is yes. Then I have battle. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. So it's hard. They're battling internally with themselves, like trying to redirect their focus maybe towards their work or towards someone else that they're connected to, but it's not easy. Okay, then I have factors. This says we are so different. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work. So y'all could have some differences between the two of you that has been on their mind, or that caused them to withdraw their energy because they wasn't sure about what the future would look like because of the differences that y'all have. So you would know what those differences are. I'm going to take one more card before I close out. So I have here rejection. I'm uneasy about myself. I don't know if I can truly make you happy. So they're not 100% certain. They may even, they feel like you might even reject them if they come towards you. Okay, so this person is battling. They miss you. They're thinking about you. They're trying not to, but it's not working. This karmic situation will come to a close. It's going to be a series of lessons that's going to have to be learned here. Once they end up redirecting their focus on their finances and those things that makes them happy, those things they're passionate about, they will accept that, okay, the situation is coming to a close. They'll go into a space of hermit mode where they'll focus on healing themselves, but also being open to the idea of connecting with you. And then eventually I see them coming towards you to offer something tangible where they want an equal give and take connection. And they see the value in investing in that connection with you. So that's what I have here. I hope this brought you clarity. If you want your own personal reading catered to this message specifically, you can always book a session with me, or any message in any reading subject matter. It doesn't matter. So that's my message for you all. I love you, and I'll talk to you all next time.